France is now preparing to arm Israel's regional rival with high-end European Patriots, opening talks on a SAMP-T air defense sale to Turkey. A key US NATO ally and Netanyahu critic could soon get a major defensive upgrade, dramatically strengthening its shield against missiles and hostile aircraft. NATO allies' SAMP-T missile defense system is poised to become a central pillar of President Erdogan's planned Steel Dome integrated air defense network. France and Italy softening towards Ankara risks looking like yet another strategic setback for Netanyahu, coming on the heels of Israel's bruising Iran war and growing rifts with Western capitals. France is now open to discussing a possible SAMP-T air defense sale to Turkey, in what sources describe as a major softening of Paris's previous opposition. This shift could revive a trilateral defense project that has been frozen for years because of political disputes and regional tensions. Insiders say the change in tone followed talks between Macron and Meloni held ahead of the NATO summit, where Turkey's air defense needs are on the table. French sources indicate Paris has eased some of its earlier political objections to Ankara, opening limited space for renewed defense dialogue. Officials, however, stress that negotiations are still at a very early stage, with no concrete deal or timetable yet in sight. The French presidency has declined to confirm the report, saying it contains significant inaccuracies, and signaling discomfort with the media narrative. Turkey, France, and Italy first launched their SAMP-T cooperation plan in 2017-18, aiming for joint work on an advanced air defense shield. That project later stalled as tensions mounted over Syria, Libya, and contested waters in the eastern Mediterranean. SAMP-T is widely described as Europe's closest equivalent to the US Patriot system, offering medium to long-range air and missile defense. The system is produced by the Franco-Italian Eurosam consortium, bringing together defense firms MBDA and Thales. SAMP-T can track multiple targets and intercept ballistic missiles simultaneously, providing a robust umbrella over key sites. Turkey wants the system as a core element of its planned Steel Dome integrated air defense network. At the same time, Ankara is also evaluating US Patriot batteries, weighing them alongside the SAMP-T option. Turkish officials say there is now political will in Paris, Rome, and Ankara to push the long-stalled project forward. Meloni and Erdogan also raised the SAMP-T issue in a July 3 phone call, according to sources familiar with the discussion. Macron and Erdogan are expected to discuss the matter during the NATO summit, potentially giving the project high-level political momentum.
We are closely monitoring the Israeli administration's provocations aimed at undermining the agreement. The murderer cadre of Zionists, which ties its political survival to the continuation of conflicts in the region, is not leaving Lebanon and Syria alone.
NATO member Turkey showcased its newest ballistic missile capability as tensions with Israel continue to intensify across the region. Turkey's Tayfun Block 3 ballistic missile has now been declared ready for operational deployment on the modern battlefield. The Tayfun Block 3 successfully struck its designated target during a high-profile test launch over the Black Sea. Developed by Turkish defense giant Roketsan, the successful trial marked a historic first for a Turkish ballistic missile program. The missile reportedly used a live warhead to destroy an unmanned surface vessel maneuvering at sea during the test. The Tayfun Block 3 is the first Turkish ballistic missile to be equipped with an advanced seeker-equipped terminal warhead. Tayfun Block 3 Key features. Type: long-range ballistic missile. Strike capability: designed to accurately engage moving maritime targets. Combat test: successfully destroyed a moving unmanned surface vessel in the Black Sea. Speed: reaches hypersonic velocity during its terminal attack phase. Seeker head: features an advanced terminal guidance and target tracking system. Precision: demonstrated direct hit capability with near-surgical accuracy. Target profile: capable of engaging small, fast-moving surface vessels. Warhead: successfully validated using a live warhead during testing. EW resistance: built with strong resistance against GPS jamming and electronic warfare. Operational readiness: designed for rapid launch and quick battlefield redeployment. All-weather capability: engineered to operate effectively in both day and night conditions. Turkey's defense industries chief claimed the Tayfun Block 3 will significantly strengthen the country's strategic deterrence capabilities. The president of Turkey's defense industry said, and I quote, "The Tayfun missile's Block 3 version, developed with national resources, once again proved its field success by accurately striking a moving target in a test launch that advances our long-range precision strike capability even further. Our Tayfun missile will make significant contributions to our security architecture as one of our strategic capabilities that strengthens our country's deterrence. On behalf of all stakeholders in our ecosystem, I extend my gratitude to our President, Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who has historically played a pivotal role in bringing our defense industry to these days with his strong leadership and unwavering support. I congratulate the entire Roketsan family first and foremost, as well as all our subcontractors, engineers, technicians, and colleagues at SSB who contributed to this success. End quote. Meanwhile, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan delivered a pointed message to Israel during remarks made on July 4th. The Turkish leader made the statement following a high-level meeting with U.S. ally Pakistan in Istanbul.
The whole world has breathed a sigh of relief thanks to the calm brought about by the Islamabad Agreement. News in the international press in recent days reveals the difficulties faced during the negotiation process. I congratulate once again my dear brother Prime Minister Sharif and our Pakistani brothers for their great efforts in achieving this result. We are closely monitoring the Israeli administration's provocations aimed at undermining the agreement. The murderer cadre of Zionists, which ties its political survival to the continuation of conflicts in the region, is not leaving Lebanon and Syria alone. Israeli occupation forces is also continuing their inhumane and unlawful attacks against the oppressed in Gaza.